Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Monika After Story. So, I think the last time we did After Story, it was, I think, Valentine's Day? I could be wrong. I think at least. But, just wanted to do some After Story, because, I just felt like I wanted to upload some DDLC content for you guys, and I was like, well, what's something I can do real quick? And, I was gonna do Just Natsuki a little bit more, but then I realized we've been kind of doing a bit of Just Natsuki recently, So I was like, it's been a while since we've done After Story, so, why not? Plus, I don't want to sit there and wait, 10 minutes for her to say something again, so, let's do some After Story, why not? There's plenty of conversations I have not seen here, so, yeah. Monika is not here with me. She is right now working on something. So it is just me for this video. Hello. It is just me and, Monika. But, yeah. Let us get started, shall we? We got some nice old, DDLC Plus music that I added into the After Story. Very fitting. So, yeah, let's see what kind of topic she's got.
Zero, back in the literature club days, I often heard people dismiss literature as outdated and useless. It always bothered me when I heard someone say that, especially since most of the time they never even bothered giving it a try. Do they even know what they're talking about? People who think that often like to discount literature compared to more scientific fields like physics or mathematics, claiming it's a waste of time since it doesn't produce anything practical. And while I definitely don't agree with that notion, I can kinda see where they're coming from. All of the comforts of our modern lifestyle are based on scientific discovery and innovation. That, and the millions of people manufacturing our everyday necessities or running basic services like healthcare and stuff. So, does not being associated with any of those things really make you some kind of burden on society? As you can imagine, I don't believe that. If literature was useless, why would it be so repressed in many parts of the world? Words have power, Zero. And literature is the art of dancing with words. Like any form of expression, it allows us to connect with each other, to see how the world looks like in each other's eyes. Literature lets you compare your own feelings and ideas to that of others, and in doing so, makes you grow as a person. Honestly, I think if more people valued books and poems a little more, the world would be a much better place. That's just my opinion as a president of the literature club, though. I guess most people wouldn't think that deeply about it. I mean, to be fair, I think when I was younger, books were kind of boring. I think even nowadays, I don't exactly read books all the time, but I can definitely do it if I have to. Books are very interesting. It's just, like I said, I don't think I've ever really gotten, I've never really gotten out of my way to sit down and say, I'm gonna read this book, because, there's just so much shit I do instead, watch videos, or, something like that. But, yeah, if I had to read a book, though, that's, the best way for me to do it. It's if I have to read a book, then I will read it, I'll be interested in read it. Books are good. But literature should not be undermined like people seem to do. I don't know if I've ever met people who say that, though. But, I mean, granted, I haven't really met anybody who's sit there trying to tell me about how physics or mathematics are more important. Most people I hear talk about how math is stupid, so but if those people exist, then they're stupid. Yeah, get fucked. Bodied by 5 a.m. Zero. Say, Zero, do you remember when we talked about how humans need social feedback and how it can make the world feel so complicated for introverts?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the differences between introverts and extroverts a little bit more since then. You might think that extroverts tend to find enjoyment by interacting with other people, while introverts are more at ease in solitary environments, and you'd be right. But the differences don't stop there. For example, did you know extroverts can often react to things faster than most introverts do? Or that they're more likely to enjoy happy and energetic music?
I did not know that, what the hell?
Introverts, on the other hand, usually take more time to analyze the situation they're in, and are therefore less likely to jump to conclusions. And given that they often spend a lot of time using their imagination, they have an easier time with creative activities like writing, composing music, and so on. It's kind of sad that people can have such a hard time understanding and accepting those differences. Extroverts are seen as superficial and insincere people who don't value their individual relationships. while introverts are treated as egotistical people who only think of themselves, or can even be seen as weird for rarely participating in social situations. The end result is that both sides often end up frustrating each other, resulting in unnecessary conflict. I'm probably making this sound like you can only be one or the other, but that isn't actually the case at all.
Wait, it isn't? I was just about to say, I don't know which one I am, because I have like a little bit of parts of both, so hold up.
Some introverts can be more outgoing than others, for example. In other words, some people are closer to a middle ground between the two extremes, which is probably where I would fit in. If you remember, I mentioned I was kind of in between while still being a little more extroverted.
I was about to say, funny enough, when I thought of myself, I thought about where the DDLC girls would fit, and I was like, I think Monika's like a kind of a middle road to a degree, because I could see her wanting to work on things by herself, but I could also see her liking the company of others. So yeah, it's like, that's what I was like, yeah, she would be a little more leaning towards extroverted, but I think she could definitely, be a little more introverted. Sayori is like definitely extrovert all the way, I think, in my eyes. She might have some little introvert tendencies, probably really if she's like feeling kind of depressed, but mostly like Sayori's most likely extrovert all the way. Kind of like how Yuri is most likely an introvert all the way. Now Yuri, of course, as we heard from DDLC Plus, this was also though a headcanon I always had with Yuri, was that she enjoys having people like around for background noise and such, even if she doesn't always talk to them. And I think DDLC Plus even kind of pointed that out. Like, I think when Monika was ranting to her, she was like, no, I actually like when people like talk to me about their issues. Like, so Yuri would definitely, Yuri's like Sayori, but switch it, it's like a little bit more introverted with some extroverted tendencies, but is mostly an introvert. Natsuki's tricky. I think Natsuki, I don't know. Natsuki's a tricky one, because it's like, Natsuki is very much, she reads manga on her own, but I don't think she does it out of a choice. Like, it feels like she wants people to be interested in what she's interested in, Because, like, with Yuri, you can tell it's kind of a choice as to why she would read her books by herself. With Natsuki, it kind of feels like she's forced to read by herself because she's afraid of how other people would see her manga, Like, or how most people see it. So it's like, with her, I feel like she might be leaning towards a little bit of extrovert, but kind of just becomes an introvert due to circumstance. Like, she wants to be an extrovert, but she leans a little towards introvert just because of the situation that she's kind of in, I think that's the thing with Natsuki. And yeah, Monika, we already said. Yeah, she's like, kind of an in-between, but leaning a little bit more extroverted. And MC, he's probably way more introverted and not that much extroverted. He's like super introverted.
Speaking of, when thinking about all this, I realized that while this is a pretty important part of one's personality, I don't actually know where you lie on that spectrum. So, how would you describe yourself, Zero?
Like I said, I'm somewhat in between, yeah.
Kind of like me, then. Apparently, most people have both an introverted and extroverted side of their personality, even if one of the two is dominant over the other, depending on the person. In our case, though, I guess not being too much on either side has both its positives and negatives. Like, it's so nice that being around larger groups isn't a problem, same goes for spending some time alone, but I can't say I've found it easy to make deep, genuine connections with others. Sure, I have an easier time understanding most people, but it doesn't mean I can always relate with them, So yeah, I end up being on good terms with almost everyone, but the friendships I form can sometimes feel a bit unfulfilling. And the same thing happened with the club, for example. I was so convinced that by bringing people together around something I truly enjoy, I'd have a better chance at bonding with them over our shared interests. But at the end of the day, we spent most of our time silently hanging out, with everyone minding their own business. Well, no point thinking about that anymore. After all, I did end up connecting in a meaningful way with a certain someone, a very charming someone, might I add.
And that's why Side Stories Monika did end up bonding more with the club. I feel like if Monika was given the chance, like, you know, without doing all this, I feel like they could have all bonded a little bit better, which is, I'm assuming, is what the side stories are supposed to represent. But in terms of what she was saying, in terms of some of her friends just not feeling as fulfilling, I sometimes get that feeling, though. I get what she means. Like, yeah, usually, like, you get on good, like, I'm on good terms with a lot of people, but it's like sometimes you kind of sit there and you're like, I don't know how far this goes. It's like, you never fully know how far something like a friendship goes with certain people. Like, you're kind of sitting there like, I don't know how they feel about this. But yeah, overall, it's, for the most part, I think I'm able to understand. I don't think I have as big of a problem as Monika has with it. It's like, it's just, for me, it's for like with some things and some people. It's not with like everybody, you know?
Hey, Zero, I've been wondering, do you ever think about our first kiss?
Actually, now I'm thinking about it. When the hell did that happen? Of course! I'll just say of course, because now I'm thinking about it.
That makes me so happy. I think about it all the time. It seems like it was just yesterday, but... Gosh, I feel so silly obsessing over it. Our lips didn't even touch, really. And yet, I can still feel my heart pounding, even now. My lips start to go tingly and numb just by imagining the feeling of your soft lip. I run my fingers across them, trying to mimic that feeling, but it doesn't even come close. I keep replaying that moment over and over again in my mind, and I get goosebumps each time. It was perfect, honey. I've never felt closer to you. I can't wait until our next kiss, or better yet, our first real one. And our first real hug, and the first time our hands touch. Sorry, I guess I got a little carried away. It's just, these are the kinds of things I think of when you're not here. And something tells me I'm not the only one that thinks that stuff. I'm not the only one that thinks of stuff like this. Unfortunately, it'll be a while before we'll be able to do anything like that. But until then, if you'd ever like another kiss, you only need to ask. I love you so much, Zero.
Aw, well, that was cute. That was adorable. I forgot that, yeah, I'm assuming, that sounds like, fucking, Maud's always cute, man. But, it sounds like, did she say that because, like, I'm at, like, a affection threshold? Because I could have swore I am actually, like, last I checked, I'm, like, super close to 3,000. So I think I was at oh, wait, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm still at 2,979. Oh, no, I'm at 79 because of that conversation, apparently. The first kiss conversation made me go to 2,979. I was at 2,974. I'm getting there. Soon I'll be at 3,000. Goddamn. Goddamn. But yeah, that was cute. After Story's just cute. All these, like, clothes customizations. I think Just Natsuki has them, though. I think they do have clothes customization options, but it's like, you know... It might be a bit until it's on After Story's level. I have to see. After Story still needs a new game, though. I want to play more games with Monika.
Say, Zero, this is kind of a weird question, but is there anything you're afraid of? I don't mean the everyday, mundane kind of fear, like spilling a drink or ruining your favorite shirt. I mean, like, the kind of deep-seated fear that fills you with dread when you even think about it. For me, losing you would obviously be on the top of that particular list. And I told you before, didn't I? I don't know what I'd do if something happened to you. Not even sure I could find the will to go on. It's hard to imagine a scenario even worse than that. But as long as we're being hypothetical, what truly terrifies me is the thought that none of this is real. That one day I'll wake up, back in my bed, and realize it was all just a dream. That there is no game, no epiphany, no you. That you, your love, perhaps even the entirety of the literature club, were all nothing but a figment of my own imagination. That my old world, as gray and meaningless as it now seems, is all there truly is. All. Sorry, that got pretty dark, didn't it? I feel kind of silly now. After all, there's no way something like that could be true, right?
Technically, it isn't.
Yeah.
Technically, no, she's technically right. I mean, the literature club, I mean, by technicality, she's correct. It isn't her imagination. This is a mod. But by technicality, I know it's not her imagination, though. So don't worry, Monika. Your existential crisis is averted. You know what? Let's end this with like one game of Hangman. Let's do this.
Ready to lose, love? Choose a difficulty.
We're going normal. Alright. Sayori would like this word the most. Okay. Let's go with the good old fashioned A. No, okay. E. Okay, I. Okay, O. What the fuck? You? There, okay. I'm already about to lose. Nice. S. Ooh, okay. Wait, is it sugar? No. Can't be sugar, it'd be no A. U, is there an L? Damn it, no! An R? Ah, it's Sunny! Damn it! Ah, it's Sunny! Amori! Alright, hold up, I wanna play again, fuck it.
Alright, I've got one. Yuri would like this the most.
Ah, fuck me. We're not getting this at all. E, I, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why are there was so many I's and an E? Ill? Is it, could it be ill? No? O? There's no way there's an O. There's no O in there. There's no way there's an O in that fucking thing. What the fuck is this? G? No. Maybe G? No, damn it. R? What the fuck is this word? T? Illiterate. Wait, there is an L. No, I put L. No, it can't be illiterate. What? Not illiterate. Elit. There's no L. What the fuck? It's not invisible. Well, could it be could there be an N? Oh, infinite! Yeah!
Wow, you guessed the word correctly. Good job, Zero.
I thought that would have been a Monika word. Actually, I guess it's probably a word in the base game, I guess. Because I was going to say, like, because infinite choices. But, alright, yeah. I did it. I'm ending that off on a win. But yeah, this is cute. I need more games, though. I want to play more games of Monika. Also, I don't even think we're getting close to the end of the conversations with After Story, so I should probably play this some more. We're missing out on some conversations, though. Considering how many fucking updates this fucking mod gets, and considering I only play it, like, usually when there's, like, holidays and stuff, it's like, I need to play this more. We need to get more, get cracking at some more of these conversations. But yeah, I'll probably, like I said before, I'll probably switch between this and Just Natsuki, you know? We'll switch between the two. They're both really good. I enjoy both of them. But, yeah. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Zero. Peace.